sense of professionalism, and they play out their games in a very Jackal-esque manner, whether it be fusion or glitch, does not matter. But Syrup, it can be so swingy, and that can come with the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. But right now, this is Syrup on a real good day, and that Syrup on a real good day, I don't think anybody wants to see in bracket. But Jackal is Mr.
I mean,
Consistent.
Stefan had no problem with it.
True, true. It was game three.
There was a lot of weird scenarios. It was game 3, and there was a lot of goofy scenarios happening in that anyway. But yeah, you are still going against Jakal, man, and we talk about him all the time. Mr. Consistency, Mr. Patience. It's just a matter of trying to, you know, kind of disrupt that game plan. Wow, going way out there for that.
I love that, because Wolf, you see Wolf jump around all the time, but you rarely see Wolf go crazy deep off stage, despite the ability to do so, because, you know, you're taking a big risk. If you miss that edge guard, then you're most of the time without your double jump and a Wolf trying to recover. Dangerous.
Yep. Yeah,
But
no,
it's
you're
so good when they do so, because you get out there so quickly.
Yeah, you are absolutely right about that one. It is definitely a high risk, but the reward was definitely there that time. Ooh, going for the dash attack, but I gotta hand it to Syrup with the spacing, just staying far enough and still able to latch onto that ledge. But this is where things get a little bit scary, man. I mean, Jakal knows how to play this matchup. Gets the dash attack, not gonna be able to close out the stock, but 141, it's not looking too good for Syrup.
Yeah, the A-land dash attack, the spacing around PK Thunder, the PK Thunder curl, you see that crouch there? It is not only so good for down angling the forward, setting up a down angled forward tilt 2-frame, but also to avoid the PK Thunder curl that Ness mains do all the time. And getting the grab here, back throw at 160 should do it. I've been surprised before, but I mean, everything's coming up Jakal right now, and 2/3 of the time, unfortunately, we didn't hit the 1 and 3, at least for game 1.
Yeah. But here we go right now. Continue to put on this damage here. A couple up airs, looking for a third one. Not gonna be able to get it. Jakal, man, just continues to tear up. Are we gonna see a 3-stock to start this off? Oh, he was definitely looking for the forward tilt. Just did not react fast enough to Syrup being just above the ledge.
Just trying to come down with a nair here, and there it is. Short hop after short hop, trying to catch Syrup, landing aggressively with a jumping around the platforms, and that time you are free reign for that Wolf forward smash. Oh man, the Jakal just played with his fast fall timings so unbelievably well, mixing up double jumps, showing off the short hop, and immediately getting to the ground. Ness wants to be in scrambles, but Jakal never let him do that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens as we get into this game too. Jakal is looking really good, man. And I mean, you were talking about how on fire Syrup was, but Jakal put a stop to that with a 3-stock. That's definitely got to be a bit of a humble pie that you're gonna get. But Syrup, you know, again, I'm now PS2, probably a little bit of a better stage here. See what he can get going. Does have that extra space to kind of, you know, create some pressure or get out of some pressure scenarios that Jakal's been putting down.
It's tough, because you're counterpicking to a stage that many players in Tri-State just basically live on. Like, there is no stage list, it's just Pokemon Stadium 2. And it's the life we lead here.
Yeah. But right now, man, Syrup's trying to put that pressure to push Jakal to the ledge. Had him there for a solid minute, but patience of Jakal shines through. He's trying to find that opening that he's basically been putting down some good pressure. Okay, this could be big. Goes for the back throw just to put him off stage. Was definitely looking for a bit of an aggressive option from Syrup to trade with that nair, just to try and put him further off stage to dash attack. Now Jakal in a compromising position. Great recovery to the ledge, though.
Now, I really like how Syrup has been a little bit more focused, and part of this comes with the wider stage layout on top of the smaller platforms. PK fire off of these platforms becomes much more of a viable option here than on small battlefield, as similar as the two stages are. Oh, gets the up tilt off of that drag down up air, something that Syrup continues to look for, trying to mix up his timings of his own, but still not finding a kill for either side. Jakal choosing to come down with down air that time. I guess a switch up in timing off of neutral air, which you could easily parry at that height. Maybe a risk not well worth it, though.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, it's definitely a good little opening for Syrup. Going to be trying to ride that momentum as best as possible. The Jakal, man, going to find that Nair out of shield. Trying to find a way to close this one out. Okay, I like the laser. Just put that little bit of pressure on him. Get a little bit of extra damage. Maybe looking for that forward tilt. Ooh, that was, I feel like, a little too far from Syrup, but he was able to still grab the ledge. But man, that was a little bit scary. The back air will still clean it up.
Each interaction is just getting closer and closer as Syrup finds the proper spacings to get Jakal off of them ever so slightly, force them into more passive scenarios that Jakal consistently chooses to take. I mean, we keep mentioning it. He's Mr. Patient all across the board, but sometimes that patience can bite him in the butt, unwilling to take the right risks in order to get Syrup in disadvantage. Means that you take one stray hit and it turns into an edge guard and it turns into a dead wolf.
And you're absolutely right on that one. I mean, Syrup, again, he's fought Jakal how many times now? He knows how to take games. He knows how to take stocks. But Jakal, man, just waking up here, looking for that 2-frame down smash, wasn't able to find it.
Now found a 2-frame with another down smash that time after resetting the potential edge guard, but 0 for 2 on the 2 frames, which would have certainly closed out the stock, but did make for 74% basically unanswered until these up airs, a quick 36 and climbing, trying to get Jakal to be over aggressive with these cross-ups turned into a huge swing and almost a stock. Man, Syrup is playing with the magnets, and hey, magnets, baby, these are turning into games, and that is a back air that is going to close out game number 2.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, no, just absolutely killing it. I mean, Syrup definitely answering back after what seemed to be a devastating 3-stock in that first game. So really happy to just see Syrup answer back. But going into a game 3, I mean, I honestly can't call this either way. You do have the momentum going into game 3, but Jakal, I mean, that 3-stock still kind of sitting in your in the back of your mind just a little bit.
One of the things that I feel like comes with learning how to deal with top level play is knowing when to take these big wins on the chin. It's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of the nature of Smash Ultimate. Like, Punish Game right now in this meta is huge, and you can take stocks like it's nothing against a wide variety of characters if you make 1 or 2 wrong decisions. So sometimes, yeah, a 2-stock happens, a 3-stock happens, and it isn't fully indicative to skill level, though you can definitely see that in some cases. Both of these players, though, incredibly good at what they do, and thus have been picking some right spots. But right now, in the opening of this game 3, Jakal looks like he's unlocked a new gear, or turned on a new gear in order to get into a solid leading position against Syrup. But it's always a matter of stocks when it comes to Wolf. You can get to 130 pretty easily, but if you fall out of fair bear range, you know, you gotta start anti-airing with up tilt, I guess. Closes out the stock at 140 and in a very nice position.
Yeah, man, that's just Jakal returning to form of that game 1, trying to put that pressure down repeatedly. Ooh, okay, a little bit of a tough spot there. Just barely missed out on that forward smash.
This is the most I've seen Syrup pull out forward smash in a bracket. He is swinging that bat back and forth, looking for off of PK fires, off of interesting spacings, like trying to catch the drift back to find the tippers. Like, it's a different dimension to his playstyle, and one I'm not as familiar with.
Okay, we got the back throw there, the Ness special, trying to close out that stock. What the heck was that? Hey, trade places, man. The Mad Hatter is in the building. Oh my God. You know what? He lost the stock, but he took the stock in the process. And man, there's no other way to call Jakal but the Mad Hatter at that point. Jeez.
Jakal's part of the Hold Down gang. Shout outs to Malcolm. He's using the Wolf's massive hitbox on that Fire Wolf and catching you through the stage. He did it against BD Bean earlier in the bracket. He's gonna do it against Syrup too. Exactly when you very, very, really didn't want to see it if you're Syrup.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Lands that Nair in the back air. Yep. Close that one out, man. You gotta hand it to Jakal. You know, took a loss, but took a dub right back. A strong dub too. And now we get into losers finals, where Jakal is gonna hopefully get revenge against AK Fires. But we'll see what happens, because that was a 2-0 and handshake earlier in winter semis. But if AK Fires can find a way to, you know, make that magic, you know, happen again, we're going to be getting the grand finals that that people are going to be talking about at least for the next week.
Yeah, for a couple days. I mean, as much
One
as
day removed, man. We're 1 day removed.